look, we've always said along the way, at 168, you can put any of these guys in, whether it's, Charlo, who gets 168, or Benavidez, or Plant, or Andre. And so, it really comes down to what's the quickest and easiest and best fight to make immediately, and that looks like it's going to be Andre.
Should the winner be in line and face Canelo Alvarez?
I think so. I mean, certainly that would be a signature win for anybody there. And I think whoever wins in a Benavidez Andrade fight has probably got the best case for the next Canelo opponent, 168.
Because that boo-boo right there is special. Dave Benavidez is in a different place right now.
I think David is in a position where it don't matter how long he's been out the ring, because he's done so much at this high level.
And he just fought a high-level fighter?
Yeah.
Who you fought?
Caleb.
Boo-boo fight. No.
Oh, Boo-boo.
Boo-boo. Downson? Nicholson?
Yeah. Dang, you got that, huh?
Yeah, that was last fight. So it's two different levels, but
you just made that?
I think
it's like 3 different gloves right there. Oh, no.
I think Boo-boo shows up to fight, though.
No, Boo-boo.
The ring IQ will be there, and I think that will be his advantage.
Yeah.
The ring IQ.
Somehow, I'm a David Benavidez hater.
Yeah, I don't know what that happened.
Is what it is.
The kids are half Mexican.
Yeah, my kids have. That don't mean nothing.
I know. I just tried to.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. Nothing about nothing.
Samson, I took Tiki to Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez, and Samson walked by and he seen her. He said, "Oh, you got you one, huh?" It's like, oh, I'm like, whatever. But I don't know, man. I think that's a great fight. Yeah. Styles make fights, obviously. I do. I think that Boo-boo has, obviously, clearly he has the style that can beat David Benavidez. But with Davis, it's like, all right, you're on the clock.
That's crazy. That's
you're on the
crazy
clock.
You say that, Sean. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, how long you gonna get your shit off?
Fight fans, welcome back to Luxurytainment. In this video, we'll go inside the ring for the upcoming monster clash between David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. Benavidez with 26 wins of 23 by the way of knockouts and 0 losses believes that a victory over the former 2-division world champion Boo-Boo Andrade with 32 wins of 19 by the way of knockout and 0 losses will increase his star power with fans, which will lead to him getting the title shot against undisputed super middleweight champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. The southpaw Andrade will be a tough cookie for Benavidez, as he's got a lot of talent and has been avoided by many of the top fighters from 154 to 168 pounds. This could backfire on Benavidez, as he might lose to Andrade. And if that happens, he can forget about that Canelo fight he's been pushing for all these years. If Canelo needed a good excuse for why he shouldn't have to fight Benavidez, he would have one if he gets beaten by Boo-Boo Andrade. Canelo and the Charlo brothers have never shown interest in fighting Andrade, and it's understandable why. He's a slick, powerful southpaw with counter-punching ability and the type of style that is problematic for anyone. Benavidez looked vulnerable in his last fight against Caleb Plant last March, getting outboxed by him in the first 6 rounds before taking over in the second half. The technical skills of Plant gave Benavidez issues, and if the Tennessee native hadn't gassed out in the championship rounds, he would have won. Benavidez told Luxurytainment, "It's going to be a great fight. Boo Boo has wanted that opportunity, and I've been wanting to fight him for a long time. I don't want any easy fights anymore. I want the hardest fights that I can possibly have. Boo Boo is up there. Once I beat him, I'm going to have even more respect, and I'm going to have even more experience in the ring. This is going to be my second pay-per-view fight. So once we get the Canelo fight, we're going to be real comfy in there." WBC interim super middleweight champion David Benavidez will reportedly face the slick former 2-time world champion Demetrius Andrade on November the 24th on Showtime pay-per-view. Benavidez is essentially a big light heavyweight, cruiserweight sized fighter who is barely able to melt down to 168 pounds to use his size to beat the small opposition super middleweights. Recently, Benavidez's popularity has taken a hit due to him not accepting the challenge from the talented WBA regular super middleweight champion David Morrell Jr., who publicly called him out in a shaming process. In making weight for his last fight against Caleb Plant, Benavidez looked drained to the point where he was unrecognizable. Against Andrade, Benavidez will focus on using his mammoth size, power, and combination punching to overwhelm him. The southpaw Andrade is a much better boxer, and he'll be attempting to capitalize on Benavidez being less than full strength due to the ordeal he'll be undergoing to get down to 168 pounds. The winner of the Benavidez-Andrade fight will be the mandatory for WBC 168 pounds champion Canelo Alvarez. It'll then be up to the World Boxing Council to order Canelo to defend against the winner. This would be an excellent fight if the outcome would determine a guaranteed opponent for Canelo to defend against. But unfortunately, there's no certainty that the Benavidez Andrade winner will get that opportunity. As such, this fight is likely going to be a big waste of time for both, aside from the money they'll make from the pay-per-view sales on Showtime. The WBC needs to show some backbone and order Canelo to defend against the winner, rather than letting him sit on the belt year after year. Last year in May, Benavidez obliterated David Lamox by a 4th round knockout to win the interim WBC 168-pound title. Now 16 months later, the WBC still hasn't ordered Canelo to defend against Benavidez, and he's forced to face Andrade, hoping that win will lead to a fight against Alvarez, and it probably won't. Either the WBC will fail to order the fight, or Canelo will vacate if they do. David Benavidez must respect Demetrius Andrade's speed and power, and will be the favorite against the 2008 US Olympian Andrade, but that doesn't matter. In Benavidez' last fight, he looked poor against Caleb Plant, getting outboxed and looking terrible in the first 6 rounds. If it wasn't for Plant gassing out like he always does, Benavidez may have lost, and his career would be in dire straits. Andrade has been forced to make this move in facing the 26-year-old Benavidez because he's been avoided by Canelo. Unable to get fights against Alvarez at 154, 160 and now 168 pounds, Andrade is determined to chase Alvarez to the ends of the earth to add his body to his collection. Some experts have said Canelo should do himself a favor and vacate all his super middleweight titles so that he can pick and choose whoever he wants without the worry of being ordered to face dangerous mandatory contenders. In my opinion, this is a 50-50 fight. So guys, who do you have winning? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment, and have a great day.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the acclaimed boxing family from Houston, WBC and WBA 154-pound champion of the world.
He gets him against the ropes, and he goes down again.
Skills and speed, you know, the eye.
Weight champion of the world.
My goodness, this kid is patient. He has extreme punching power, and he has speed and timing. He is dynamic. You know, this kid is, to me, is the future.
From Phoenix, Arizona, here is the former two-time